Ladies and gentlemen, today is really a big pleasure. I have Faran Niaz with me. And today it's about the CX Goalkeeper, but from another angle. I have a new version of the CX Goalkeeper. I am now speaking with a CX legend, Faran Niaz. Hi, Faran. How are you?
Hi, Gregory. I'm very happy. Very good. Thank you very much. Excited to see you. And I think really looking forward to this discussion.
Thank you very much. And yes, I'm also looking forward to it because it's the first one. We are going also to learn throughout the discussion. Today is a different setup. We are speaking about 5 questions, 5 minutes per questions. It means we will deep dive in 5 different topics. And it's not about methods, framework, and so on, but it's about the real experience that Faran Niaz as CX thought leader has during his life, during his career. And therefore, let's start. First question. Which is the last experience you remember and why?
Very interesting question, Greg. I think I was thinking about this. And just yesterday, something very interesting happened. So I wanted to buy something from one of the electronic shops. And then I went online. First, I checked online. And this is the same shop. Can I take the names of the shops? Is it appropriate? So there is a very famous one. It's called Emacs here. There is a Sheriff DG and there is Carrefour. There are 3 different. So I was checking there online. So this particular steam iron, which is a vertical steam iron, one of my friends actually wanted it. And I was looking at the price. So the price is, let's say, it says $200 is the price on each. I said, okay, great. Why don't, if I order it online, it will take a couple of days to come. Why don't I just go to the mall? These shops are there and I'll go and I'll purchase it personally. And would you believe that UAE and Dubai is passing through a very important time? Do you know what time it is? It's the Black Friday. So there are discounts everywhere. I'm very excited. I drove and I went to Carrefour. And I'm looking through the alleys and I find this particular model. I said, great, I'm just going to take it, go home, no problem. When I looked at the price, I was shocked. The difference of the price from online to this one is about $150. And I said, no, it can't be right. Maybe I made a mistake. So I called this guy and I said, I'm sorry, but I wanted to purchase this. Here is the price on your online, and here is the price on your... They said, yeah, but this is true. Why are you not buying online? Why are you here? Go and buy online. So he bluntly told me, he said, but why are you here? You should buy it online. Yes, our prices are very, very different. I said, okay, let me reconfirm. I went through the mall and I went to the other electronic shop, Emacs. Same thing. On their website, different price. Online, and the agents over there, the people who are serving, very nice people everywhere. I must say that these people are very nice. But they were very clear. They said, yes, you're right. We have to pay a certain amount of rent for this place. And I said, but I'm already here as a customer. This is the same shop you have. Give me the same price that you have online and I'll just take it, pick it up. They said, no, sorry, order it online. Now, while I'm reading this, I read something very interesting on that. So there is a plank which says the specifications of this particular product. And on top of it say, best price guaranteed. Lowest price guaranteed. So I took a picture of it and I went inside the manager's room. And I said, sir, can I please have a chat? He said, yes. Is there some problem? I said, no. So I asked him a very interesting question. I said, what if I find something which is better price than yours? What will you give me? He said, have you found something which is better price? I said, yes, I found something better price than you're saying. If I find something, what are you guaranteeing? Because it says lowest price guaranteed. They said, no, there is nothing we guarantee. We just say that it's the lowest. So they have no plan. If, for example, if a customer comes and says, by the way, I found something which is better priced, their immediate answer should be, we'll give it to you free, or we will match the price, So there is a plan around it. I showed him the website. He said, so sorry, same pitch. Anyways, I came back home and I ordered it online. And while I was just starting to talk to you, the doorbell rang and Amazon just delivered delivered that equipment. While I was thinking about it, and I said, while I was driving back home yesterday from the shop, and I was thinking maybe I should write an article, and the name should be "Don't Purchase Electronics Through the Shops, Buy It Online." The problem is not everyone is going through those two elements and checking the prices. There are a lot of people who are buying these things at a very high price. And later on, they will realize that they purchased something which is, and the seller over there told me a very interesting thing as well. I said, but the difference is too much. I understand maybe $10, $20, $30, but 150. He said, by the way, it can go up to 100 and, more than $200 as well. The difference of the same price. So very, very surprising for me. It was such a strange experience.
I think this is very, very interesting, and it's quite a lot that we could discuss about it. But the thing that I will pick out of this discussion is, what is your brand promise? And can you deliver the same experience throughout the different channels? Because you went to the mall, it means you invested your time to go there and to buy this electronic gadget. And therefore, I'm not so sure that they are going in the right directions. And I think you did very well, and you start checking the prices. And this is the reality. The competitors is one click away.
Yeah, I think I made it a point now. First of all, I will educate all my friends as well. This is very important for people who are. So secondly, I also try to get a little bit more deeper into it. So I asked, why is this case? Is it just only the rent? Well, that can't be the case. They said, you see, we have different suppliers. For the shops, there is a different supplier. And for the online, there is a different supplier. Although the brand name is the same, which to me was very surprising, because if you're a certain brand name, you should own everything. And from the customer perspective, it should be the same. Customers should not be impacted by the type of suppliers that you have at the back end. As you said very rightfully, there is a brand promise. If I'm dealing with a bank, if I'm dealing with an organization, I am dealing with that particular organization. Who they have B2B dealing with, it should not impact your B2C experience. And that's what's happening here.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Faran. Great first shot with the first question. Let's go to the second one. Which is the most human interaction with the company you have experienced?
I can list so many of these, but I will just list a couple of them, because I think when it comes to human, and it's such an amazing question, because it's not about the product, it's not about the offer. It's not about your end-to-end experience, but it's all about what you've asked me is about the interaction with a human being, with a particular human being who does something special for you that leaves a mark on you because of that interaction, but not because of what you've purchased or what you've taken. I was in London and it was pretty cold. I'm like a tourist. When I go somewhere to a country, I'm like a tourist. I take my backpack. I'm a photographer. I have to take my equipment. So in the morning, this was my day off, and the seminar was in the evening. I was on an official trip. I was staying at Intercon Hotel in London, in the center of London. And while I'm walking out, the guy who opened the door for me, he said, "Oh, welcome, sir. Are you going to go out for a walk?" I said, "Yes, I'm just going to look around. Any particular things you're interested?" I said, "I'm going to go to some museums and stuff." "Sir, can I make a recommendation?" I said, "Yes, sure. Do you know that the prediction for today is rain during the day? May I recommend that you go back and take an umbrella?" And I said, I looked outside. Yes, it was a bit cloudy, but I thought, nah, it can't be. But I took it as his word. I said, "Thank you so much." He said, "By the way, I can help you. There are some umbrellas lying around. Can I go and get one for you?" So he went and got an umbrella for me. Just within an hour's time, it started pouring. And I was so thankful that I had that umbrella with me. Now imagine this guy is opening doors for everyone. He's just a door guy. And people, it's a busy place. People are walking in and out. Imagine how much attention he is giving. Not just the attention, but the knowledge that he has. He's checked today's weather. He knows that it's going to rain, and he's taking care of the customers that coming in. So that's one experience that I had, which I really, really.
And this is a great experience. And I think there we can also start speaking about empathizing with customer. And what is your role? Are you doing only your job, opening the doors, or are you thinking about the possible next steps in technicality, the next best action that you can deliver? Because this was a game changing for you. You have great memories about that. And at the end, it was only about giving you an umbrella that in the evening, perhaps you brought also back.
Yeah. Can I just quote another quick one? Because I really like this one. And since we're talking about good, positive things, it's always good to have a couple of. So it was my friend's birthday. And there's a particular perfume that she likes, which is not available on every website, but there is a particular website. Online, I ordered the perfume, and it's clearly said that the perfume would be delivered in 2 to 3 days. So there is a brand promise, and there is a expectation for the customer that is being met. I was a little nervous because her birthday was earlier than that. It was in a day's time. So I decided to write on the website, and while I was ordering, I left in the note, please, I would really appreciate, it's her birthday, if this can be delivered earlier. After a couple of hours, I get a call. And the guy said, I'm calling from this. I'm the owner of this perfume shop. I read, what is the case? I said, it's my friend's birthday. He said, if I deliver it through the regular, it would take 2-3 days because we have delivery people. You know what? I'll come and personally deliver it to you. Late night, the doorbell rang, and I thought maybe he's just saying it. So he asked me please send me your location map. I thought, he's just saying it. Late night, around 11:30 in the evening, the doorbell rang, and the local guy was standing there, nicely dressed. And he said, my name is this, and I'm the owner of this. I want you to personally, because I don't want you to miss your friend's birthday for the gift. And by the way, just because it's her birthday, specially, I have packed it. So he packed it. It was beautifully packed, which was not part of the packaging, birthday wrapped. And at the same time, he left a card which says, so it was a thank you card from the company itself, and says, I really thank you for being our customer. It was a pleasure serving you, signed by him. I mean, I did offer him coffee, but he had to run. But I really liked it. It was such a personal touch. And the name of this place is it's called Zahir.com. So, I really appreciate that. These kind of personal things leave a mark on your.
I think what you are saying totally makes sense. Human beings are the game changer in our world, and they still make the difference. But now let's talk about technology, which is an interaction with the company which was perfectly supported by technology.
I'm so surprised. It's very pleasantly that your question comes right after when I talked about human being, and you are moving into the technology. And you know me that I've spoken on many forums how technology, the balance between technology and humans is so important, and empathy plays such an important part. But having said that, I think in today's world, technology has become a must, and whoever excels in technology that's the need of the hour. For many reasons. Now, I'm thinking, probably I'm not going to quote any particular company, but I'm a big fan of the UAE government's official websites that help you during COVID. So whenever I've done multiple COVID tests. I've done the vaccination as well. The websites are so amazing. The moment you have this done, you get your results, you get your whole feedback online immediately. So you don't have to wait. Everything is up. I was in an emergency and I had to travel. I told you I was traveling to Pakistan a few days ago. And there was one form that is urgently required. I went online late night and I said, I need a certain certificate for my vaccination. And within 5 minutes, I got a reply and the certificate was attached. And it was auto. I remember that they picked up, they attached the certificate. Without that certificate, I could not have flown. But the technology really, really supported. And what I liked about this, I decided to call their website. It's called the Siha because I wanted some information about traveling. The moment they say, "Dear sir, welcome to Siha website. Welcome to the 4-star call center." They're proud. This is the first time I have heard technology verbalizing proudly how they are rated. Because UAE government, as I probably in some of the forums I talked about it, UAE government has run a 7-star. It's His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's plan. It's called the 7-star rating system. So all their government offices are now rated. So this call center is rated 4, which is pretty good out of, because 7 nobody gets about, so 6 is the max organizations are getting. And they're probably proudly verbalizing it. They feel proud about it. So I think this is where technology is doing such a great job when it comes to this part of the world.
As you are saying, I think this is exactly the perfect word. Technology supports great experience for human being. It helps really creating these experiences, and there are interactions that can be automated, and technology is there to support it. Yes. Now we are coming really to the question I like the most, and this is, which is one experience with the company you will never forget?
Yes, I think you're absolutely right. This is a very, very important question. And I would, unfortunately, the negative experiences stick to your mind, always. Because they leave a much stronger mark. That's why they say, every unhappy customer goes and touches hearts of 7 or 8 people. There are a couple of them that I would like to quickly talk. I was told one day I got a very interesting mail from Etihad Airlines. They said, "Dear customer, being a very valued customer, you have won a 2,000 dirham voucher, and you can go and spend it anywhere on our holiday shopping." I was so happy. So I decided to go and booked into one of the very high-profile 5-star hotel on the Palm. It's called Anantara. It's a Thai-based, one of the very top ones. Beautiful views. I mean, if you've been to Dubai, you would know how the Palm is. And I'm going with my family. I took a particular date and I booked it. Now, after a day, I think I was going to go there in 4 or 5 days' time. After a day, I realized I have some emergency. I can't go on the same day. So I picked up the phone. I called the hotel and I said, "Could you please change the date? I will come not on this particular date." But they said, "So sorry, this is a gift voucher. We will not change it. We can't, because Etihad Airline does not allow us to change." I said, "No problem." I picked up the phone. I called Etihad Airlines. The call center picks up and says, "Who told you that? We have no issue. If the hotel is okay with it, we're okay with it. Please ask them to mail us, write to us." I called the hotel. I get the same page. Said, "No, but Etihad told us not to do it." So they're blaming each other. I'm getting frustrated. I said, "Please, can you write a mail to them? Because that's what they're asking. Write a mail." "No problem, sir. I will write a mail." I call back after 1 day. I call back Etihad again. "Did you receive the mail?" I was shocked. Rudely, I was told by the agent, "We get too many mails. We don't have time. When we go through all the mails, we will find it, and then we will, we will see." I waited for another day, nothing. After 1 more day, I called again. There was a lady. I think if I can recall her name, I think I would be able to recall her name. It was Wafa. So Agent Wafa, she said, "No problem. I'll take the ownership. I'll find the mail. I will do everything. Wait for 2 minutes." I waited online for 2 minutes. She said, "I found it. Please give me your card number because there is a slight charge of changing the date." She immediately charged, said, "I'm sending the mail of the confirmation right now. Please go and enjoy your vacation." Why I chose this example, and I'm choosing. There is an experience which I had a couple of bad experiences, but I always like when a bad experience is followed up by a service recovery. That stays in your mind. And good organizations have found the formula that the customer can be angry, but one gesture can bring it back. If what Wafa did with me in the end took the ownership, I forgot about the previous at the back. So for me, this makes such a perfect example because it started as a bad example, but because of somebody's taking ownership and doing a service, it ended up as a very good example for me.
Thank you very much. This is an outstanding story. And at the end, it totally makes sense that people are going through customer journeys, but as we are human beings, thing happens, and you cannot predict everything possible. But then, as you mentioned, that service recovery is there in order that human beings can help and support you achieving what your targets are. It totally makes sense, and I think this also is the why you are spreading the word of mouth about this hotel and Etihad in order to ensure that these good stories get shared and people can learn from there. And now we are coming to the really last question. Sure. And I'm not sure that you are able to answer that because you are too polite and too nice with people and in business, but I ask it anyhow. When was the last time you said, I want to talk to your supervisor or to your manager or to your CEO?
I think you know me well. I have never in my life asked for a CEO because I ignore it. For me, if something bad happens, I take a note of it and I take it as an example to teach others, to teach myself, to learn from this experience. But I am not a complainer, even if something bad happens. But once, I'll tell you what happens. One time I was traveling to Europe. So I had a business class seat with me. And one of my friend, he's a celebrity from Pakistan. He said, Faran, I'm going to Europe. Why don't we take the same flight? It will be amazing. So we went to, it's an Emirates. So we went to the counter, business counter. Welcome, sir. Being a valuable gold customer, business. I said, my friend is traveling with me. He has a economy seat, but we would like to upgrade him to through the air miles. He was a member of Skywards as well. So she checked online. She said, oh, but he's missing 4,000 air miles. He has enough. We need about 30,000. He has 26,000. We're missing 4,000 air miles. What should we do? No problem, sir. Go to the counter, to the cashier. Just buy 4,000 air miles. It will cost you around 1,100 dirhams, which is about $600-700. Or maybe $500. No problem. So we went immediately. We bought the air miles, confirmed, came back to the lady. Thank you very much, miss. We have enough miles. Could you please upgrade? Sorry, sir, we don't have any seats. What? You made us spend the money. I was shocked. Lady, you could have told me before that you don't have any seats. We would not have done that. She said, I'm sorry, but I just checked. Oh, by the way, I have a couple of seats, but I will not give them to you. Why? There is a possibility that some platinum customer might come and ask for an upgrade. But that platinum customer is not there. We are here. Please, sir, who is? She refused. Sorry, I can't help you. My friend was embarrassed. I was more embarrassed because, and he said, Faran, leave it. It's okay. I will see you when we land. No problem. So I'm dejected. I'm upset. For the first time, I walked around and I said, is there any supervisor around that I can talk to? Because I was hurt. For somebody, for my friend. If it was me, I probably would have, Luckily, there was a gentleman sitting in the corner. He said, can I help you? I'm the floor in charge here. I said, not a complaint. We have already decided we're going. But this is what happened. He was so upset. He said, no problem. Let me check. Tick, tick, tick. Yes, there are 2 seats available. Can I upgrade you guys? I said, yes, please do. Here is your new ticket. Please go and enjoy, both of you. So he's upgraded within 5 minutes. And then he asked me only one question. He smiled and said, could you just point to me the lady who did this to you? Just point to me. I don't want to know any. Don't go there. Just point to me the lady who did this to you. And I said, he said, now I'll take care of it. So I don't know what happened, but...
I think it's a great story. And at the end, it's all about training and coaching and helping people and empowering people. Perhaps this lady was not empowered to upgrade you?
I think it's an ownership as well. It's a question of empowerment. Maybe she had the empowerment, but this is a decision making. She has seats. All she has to have a more empathy towards people who are standing. And by the way, also realizing the fact that she's the one who's got us into this position.
No, totally makes sense. At the end, I fully agree with you. She, after telling you to buy the miles, then it was required to upgrade your friend. And I hope that at the end you had a lovely flight.
We had a great time. It was an A380, nothing better than a business class of A380.
Perfect. And also our journey, and thank you for using this example of traveling, is also coming to an end. This discussion with the CX legend Faran Niaz. It was an outstanding discussion. Thank you very much, Faran.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share the word of mouth. Subscribe it, share it. Until the next episode, please don't forget, we are not in a B2B or B2C business. We are in a human-to-human environment. Thank you.